Hi everybody, it's Nancy from Runner Girl Designs. Welcome all my friends from Craft Around the Clock. This is my segment on, I have not been on Craft Around the Clock in a while. I've had some family things going on, but I'm back and ready to go. So when you get here, if this says was live, that means you're catching the replay. Just do me a favor, type hashtag replay below, and that way I can welcome you. I am going to, I'm not going to be able to see that. I'm going to send something in the broadcast channel here because I don't think that's working for me today. But make sure you're in my broadcast channel. Let me just get it set up and I will do this. Copy link. Go back. Hi everyone. Hi Lena. Guys, I went to Target today. And I got this table runner for $5. Isn't that such a pretty color? Very neutral. I'm very excited about it. Let me just see. No, see, it didn't go. All right, I'm going to paste it here. There we go. Okay. Anyway, $5 for this table runner. So we are going to make it springy. How's that sound? Okay. Hi, Susan. Hi, Pam. Hi, Amanda. For some reason, my ear just clogged up. That's strange, but I don't need to hear myself anyway. You guys, I don't need to hear myself. I just need to read. Hi, Lori and Susan. Let's see, and Lena. 6 inches of snow. That's terrible. Hi, Denise. Welcome, welcome. Okay, everybody, here we go. Hi, Carlene. All right, so I'm going to use my ink mat. Now, the ink mat is out of stock. If you have a Cricut ink or a Cricut sticky mat, that would work also, but you definitely want to lay something down. Okay, mine is sticky, and what I'm going to do, this table runner is, it's a good size. This is half. Okay, so hi Tracy. I'm going to find the middle by just folding it in half, and then we're going to put this in the middle ish of my table runner. Now it can have a little give top to bottom. Hi, Kim Daniels. Because, I mean, you can always adjust it, right? So I am going to do this. This is so pretty. It's like a linen material. Now the edges need a little ironing, but it's all good. Thank you, Tracy. Good to see you too. Okay, so what we want to do is just have it fully adhered to our ink mat. Can you guys see? And let me show you what we're going to use. I'm going to pull this back as far as I can here. Now, this is my center. We are actually going to use 2 transfers today. I'm getting my groove back, you guys. I'm getting my groove back. We're going to start with the largest one. Okay, this is called Farm Fresh. We are going, I just love these carrots. You guys, last year they had this design in the smallest size, and it was so popular, they brought it back in the largest size, okay? Hi, Paula. So this is what I'm going to do. I don't want you to be afraid of these big transfers. The big deal is you don't want them to stick to itself, okay? So this is how I peel it up. Sticky side is now faced up. I'm going to go just like this and pull my backer sheet that way. Okay, and when we're working with fabric, we don't want to fuzz it anyhow. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take those carrots that you can see right there. And I really just want the carrots somewhat in the middle. I'm going to bring this up just a smidge more. Now this table runner is not wide enough to do the entire project. So I'm going to make it look like the way I want it to look. So you can piece things together the way you like. The word carrot does not fit. It does hang off, as you guys can see. So I'm not going to use that. But we're going to use these really pretty carrots here in the center. Now, what do we want to start with? Thank you, Paula. I'm good. How are you? This is what we're going to do. We're going to use ink today. If you guys are afraid of ink, don't be. Hi, Christine. Okay, so what we want to do is I am going to, let's see, how much of this am I going to do right now? We're only going to work with the carrots right this minute, okay? So I'm going to go around and just get all my air bubbles out. What you want to do is take a dry squeegee, start from the center, work your way through. That's going to make sure the fabric has like really adhered. That word sounds weird to me, but anyway, it's really stuck to your fabric. You don't want to get any air bubbles so you don't get any bleeding. Okay? Now, what we're going to do is, let's see, I'm going to work with Meadow first. Pat Havard, how are you? Good afternoon to you. I'm going to use Meadow ink. Do I want Meadow? Yes. We're going to use Meadow. And I'm going to get a mini squeegee. And I am going to, oh, you know what? I really want to do like these in, I might go over this little part in black. Let's see. Let's see. No, not this. I'm going to use my multi-tool. All right, so I'm going to go over this little part where they're like tied together. What I want to do is do this in a different color. So what can we do here? Let's mix. Let me get a little tray. I'm just thinking on the fly here. We're going to mix a little bit of white, no, a little bit of orange that I had mixed together with some red and yellow. I made my own orange not that long ago. And I am going to, I'm just going to make a really small amount here. I'm going to take a little bit of orange and a little bit of green. And hopefully that will make a shade of brown. Yay. There we go. Now the only key is you want to make sure you mix well or it will look streaky. So I'm just mixing a little bit of that orange that I made. You could use red and green. That'll make brown also. Just depending on what shade of your red is what shade your brown will be. All right, so that's what my brown looks like. Okay. So I'm going to do that part first. I'm going to mix it a little bit more. Let me know what you guys are up to today. I have some exciting news that I have not shared yet. I've been talking about a while back getting a truck. And my husband, when my dad passed away a week and a half ago, went and bought me a truck. And today was really the first day that I've gone out in it. I love it, you guys. I absolutely love it. It is beautiful. I'm going from a small, like hatchback to this big old truck, and so far I'm loving it. It takes me a little bit to park it. Hi, Sansi, how are you? But I did it today. It's got lots of cameras, so it's easy to park if you use your cameras. But yay, I'm very excited for that. He is the sweetest guy in the planet. I don't deserve him, to be honest. You guys, he's amazing. All right, so with ink and fabric, this really only applies to fabric. You want to use firm pressure, okay? Because you want to make sure, sometimes it looks like the ink went through the silk screen, but you really want to make sure that fabric grabs the ink. Hi, Mary. Kim, it's a Chevy, it's a 2025 Chevy Silverado Z71 or something like that. It's pearl white. I had either wanted navy blue or white. And the dealer had the white, so we got the white. And he did it like just took care of it while I was gone, which was so sweet. But last week I was so foggy, I didn't want to try to drive this giant car and learn new things. But today I took that on and was enjoying it. Very fancy. He's a fancy guy. Very nice. We're a GM family, so we basically always have GM products. My dad worked for GM, his dad worked for GM, so I can't really get any other kind of, I mean, I could, but we don't typically. Okay, so you want to get your ink pressed in and then scrape back any excess. And then I'm thinking, oh, that down here also. Definitely want to get this part also. And then we're going to do this bottom part in like a dark, for now we're going to do it in a dark orange. Pearl white is so pretty. Kim said, I bet that's beautiful. My husband bought me a Toyota truck and I love it. Yes, like I said, I'm just got to get used to parking it. But you know what? Today is the first day I took it out and somebody almost T-boned me in the parking lot. Like this guy was flying in the parking lot, went through the stop sign, and then I slammed on my brakes. Hey, Cheryl. And then he slammed on his brakes, but then yelled at me. Well, at first he didn't yell. At first he was like, oh, kind of like, sorry. But then was yelling at me. Apparently I didn't recover and go fast enough for him. Seriously? Even though he caused my stress, I thought if he T-bones my brand new truck, I'd be really upset. He was driving like a small car, but seriously. Don't yell at me when you're the one that caused the drama. He was clearly in a hurry, but come on. Can you imagine that first day out and then get hit? That would have been terrible. Okay, so this is like a red-orange color that I made with yellow, with bumblebee ink and candy apple ink. I can't tell you how many parts I use because I mixed this a long time ago. But we're going to do it in this part. And then I'm going to decide. Now, I did put black in the cart link. So if you guys type the word carrot, that's your keyword today is carrot. It's going to give you orange peel and black and meadow. But it will not give you this orange color, okay? This was just a mix I made. All right, I got a little bit more here at the bottom. Where's the lid to that? Oh, here it is. Okay, here we go. Let's pull that up. Hi, Linda. Yeah, that would have been bad, right? Thanks for the sprinkles. Hi, Linda and Cheryl. And Donna Davis. All right, now what we're going to do is lift this carefully. I'd prefer not to stick it to itself. You know, I was going to paint that in, but now I don't know if I want to. You guys, that is gorgeous. Wow. Can you see that? Isn't that amazing? It's upside down. What do you guys think of that? Hit the heart button, sprinkle the video. What I'd like you to tell me is, I was going to paint this in. Now I don't think I want to. I got lots of time. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow. Okay, we gotta clean this because we're gonna add some things and do some things. I don't know if I want to paint it in. Leave the details, don't watercolor it. Well, I was gonna watercolor it in and then lay it back down. So we won't lose the detail. Let me show you going forward this way. What do you think? Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, let's do this. Everybody says leave it. Don't paint it in. I'm kind of thinking we won't. But we're going to clean this anyway in case I want to. Well, I kind of want to add something at the bottom, so I would have a hard time changing it too pretty. Thank you. All right, so we're going to clean this transfer because I got to move it around and do something. All right. I could have done the one part. I should have left it. Oh, well. It's fine. We're going to clean it really quick. Hopefully I remembered my board eraser. I did. Isn't that gorgeous? I think it turned out so pretty. I was going to paint it in, but I don't think I'm going to. It looks like most of you wouldn't either. So I'm going to leave it. So when you clean this, just take it to your sink. I have a giant bath mat for this. The ink is really easy to get up, guys. It's even easier than the paste. I feel like it rinses quicker, easier. It does stain a little just like the paste, but not nearly as much. Not nearly. Okay, so when I do this on my mat, I just use a paper towel. Then I'm going to take my board eraser here and just go over the front. Okay. Then we're going to dry the front. Where did you get your cleaning mat? This one? You know what? To be honest, it was a bath mat. It's like a memory foam. It was one of when my kids lived here, it was in one of their bathrooms. I want to say Target. Does it say Threshold on it? I mean, I've had this for so long. Probably, I'm going to go on a limb and say Target. I'm not really sure, but I think it was. It's basically a memory foam bath mat, as opposed to like in my what's this called? The drawer. In the drawer is a dish mat. This is so it's bigger, and it fits the large transfers really well. So you want to clean the back of your transfer. First of all, you want to even clean where you didn't chalk, because you want to get all that lint up. You want to get the lint off so it'll be sticky the next time you use it, okay? And that's what the board eraser's for, is to not only clean up the ink, but also to get rid of the lint. And I'm kicking myself that I didn't do some of those words at the bottom. But that's okay. Hi, Sandy Bullard. How are you? Haven't seen you in a while. Okay, so I'm just drying it because we are going to have to use it again. Now, let me show you the easiest way to get this back on your backer sheet. So, I'm going to just slide this onto my table. The sticky side is up, okay? I'm going to show you a little trick here. But it's easier if I do it sideways for me. Okay, so what you want to do, in case some of you are a little intimidated with these big transfers, you're going to want to roll it up with this short side. Roll this up so that the white part is facing out. See how the yellow part's on the inside? So, and then what you want to do is line up. You're not going to be able to see. What I try to do, and it doesn't work perfectly every time, is I line up the top corner and the bottom corner as best I can, and then roll it out. And then I just press on here. Now that time it worked out really well. Sometimes it doesn't, and I just kind of move it a little bit. I'll lift it on one side. But this worked out perfect. And then this is what I do to dry the front, okay? So there you go. I love it too, Sandy. Love it, love it. All right, we're back to our original deal here. Okay, here we go. This is adorable. I'm going to dry this just a smidge. Okay, so here's the thing. If you decide to watercolor this, it's a little trickier to line up your fabric items, okay? It's trickier to lay your details back on something fabric. It is extremely helpful if you do not take it off of your ink mat at all. Okay, so my suggestion is just let it sit overnight or an hour or so. I'm going to try to dry it on the ink mat. It's not my favorite way to do it, but if you don't lift it off the ink mat, it's a lot easier to get it lined up closer because you might imagine your fabric stretches and all that as opposed to wood or anything like that. Hi, Charlotte Zepp. Okay, let's get this mostly dry. And I put black in there, guys, but I'm thinking I'm going to go with brown. Now the ink will go from shiny to matte. I just kind of touch it. If it feels sticky, then I know it's still wet. Don't go this way, just up and down. Boy, I love the way that orange is. Okay, now what we'll do, I should have left this on to begin with. It's really kicking myself that I didn't. Because I wanted the farm fresh, and that's all I needed, but it's fine. Yes, thank you. Well, I put the black just to do the, to put the detail on, but I decided I'm not doing that, so we're good. I think so too. Again, I made that more of a red-orange. Okay, this is my own fault to have to lay this back down, but that's okay. So this part doesn't have to be exactly perfect. I just want to get the word farm fresh here. Because the rest of this, doesn't really matter to me if it's lined up. But we're going to stick with this brown that I was using. Hi, Cindy. How are you? We're going to stick with this brown that I made. I'm going to do the little dot. And I'm going to do the word farm. And the word fresh. What time is it? Okay, then we're going to lift this. And then we're going to decide if we want to add any other words to it. Okay, so we've got farm fresh. Now what I was thinking of was putting 100% organic here. And then pick your own, or maybe I'll just do just the 100% organic. And then I was thinking about putting them basically here, here, and here. What do you guys think? Add more words? Let's try this a little bit. Keyword is carrot. Before you make a purchase though, you guys, make sure you enroll in the Perks program. You guys, it's a no-brainer. You join for $20, you get $20 back immediately in product credit, and then you can get all of this at 30% off. Don't pay retail. It's not, don't do it. It's worth it. Then you can shop for 30% off for an entire month. It's truly a no-brainer. Okay, that dried really quick. Now, what we're going to do is move this up. Sorry, flashing this in your face here. So I'm thinking we're going to add what do you think? I like the saying on your shirt. Thank you, Cheryl. I made this. This was a transfer, an old transfer. Okay. Honestly, you guys, I made this for my dad, and he wore it a lot, and I grabbed it when he passed, so I'm wearing it for him. I think we're going to do 100% organic. Okay, so, and I'm just going to turn this. It's sticking to my table and all my things, so hang on. Hold, please. Okay, we're going to just make it look, oh, it's easier to turn, this or that. I think I'm just going to do 100% organic like this. In that same brown. Thank you, Donna. I'm glad you're here. All right, so we're going to do 100%. I'm just going to stick with that brown that I made. I didn't make very much, so I'm hoping I have enough. I was thinking about doing the pick your own also. What do you guys think? Again, firm pressure when you're using ink on fabric. All right, that's so cute. Okay, I definitely want to put pick your own. And then we have one more transfer to use. This is gonna look so cute. What do you guys think? You liking that so far? What does she say? Love the carrot porch leaner. Tried looking to see if you had a lot. Nah, let's see. Chantel, is that how you say your name? I just made a reel with it. I haven't posted it yet. Thank you. It doesn't look from afar as detailed as I did it. I used some yellows and some lighter greens. I'll post that reel sometime this week. It's all right. Is it Jemiah? Jemiah, I want to say. I'm glad you're here. I like all the words, but honey, I like all the words, but your runner. Oh, yes, I am going to put it on there. I am. You're right. It is my table runner. It's going on my table. All right, so we're going to do pick your own. I definitely want pick your own on here with what I'm going to do next. But like I said, don't be afraid of these larger designs. The only thing you want to look out for is you don't want them to stick together. If it sticks together, if that happens, then what you want to do is don't panic. Just go get some water and gently peel it apart. That one looks a little wonky. I'm using ink. Yes, I am using ink, Cindy. I just want to make sure this looks right. This side is sticking to my desk and it's making it hard to turn it. Hang on. Another thing you can do is put your transfer on your backer sheet, the part you're not using. I feel like that side's up and that side's down. That way that part isn't going to stick to anything. That will help. Okay, now let's hope I have enough brown made, because I'm down to the nitty-gritty here. Here we go. Cross your fingers. I am down to like real nitty-gritty. I really don't want to have to make more. I don't want to have to make more because there's no way it's going to be the same shade. Here we go. I had a little more than I thought. Okay. That's the only tricky part. You want to make sure it would be better to make more than not enough. Okay. Done with this. Oops. Didn't quite get enough there. There we go. Okay, this I'm just going to put on my ink mat or on my bath mat. And I'll clean it again later, but there we go. We've got pick your own, blah, 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 all the things. Let's spray that. Hit the heart button for me. Type the word carrot. Check your messages. Okay, now, last but not least, you guys. Let me get this part from underneath because it's bothering me. Okay, what I want to do now, we're going to get the minis out, you guys. We're going to get the minis out. And I'm going to use the cutest little bunny right here. This might be where my black and my white come in. Okay, now the minis, there's these 12 designs. I am going to put this little guy right here. And then we're going to flip it and chalk on the back and put him right here. I'm thinking that's what we're going to do here. So, this is actually working out better than I thought. I don't think I'm going to do that flower. You know, there's little carrots. I don't know if I have enough time to make that work. Aren't the minis so cute? Okay, so what I want to do, I'm going to get another little tray. Well, actually, no, because I think I have other white. I have very little, so little white in here, you guys. I'm going to put a tiny bit of black in here and make a little gray. Because I want my bunnies to be gray. The thing is, start with white and add a small amount of black in order to do this, okay? Because if you start with black, it's harder to get it. It's probably too much. Well, we're about to find out. Hang on, my white is pretty thick. Let me just get a little water in here and smoosh it up. So start with your light color, add a little tiny bit of your dark color. Probably added more than I wanted. But it's harder to go to make it lighter. It's way easier to make it darker if you need to. And I shouldn't be doing this over the white. I'll show you my gray color here in just a second. Oh, yes, absolutely you can. You may lose a little bit of the detail, a little bit, because it's not sticky, right? It's not going to be quite as perfect, but I've done it many times. Okay, here's my gray. It's almost like a true gray, not kind of a grayish like we have with Storm, but you could use Storm if you have it. That would look cute also. I just want to make sure this is really mixed. Okay. And you can add a little water to your ink, just like your paste. It's not going to hurt it at all. Okay, here we go. You want to make sure your hands stay pretty clean when you're working with ink. That's another thing you want to make sure. My hands are rarely clean, so just keep some baby wipes handy. I somehow have black on me. Barely even touched the black, but okay. All right, so we're going to double check this one more time. Okay, here we go. We're gonna make our gray bunny. Again, firm pressure. You might have a little bit of white undertones because I don't know how well I stirred this one, but oops. Got really quiet. Okay. Just making sure I scrape back all my excess. And then we're gonna lift. Now the other side's gonna be a little trickier. And like I said, we might lose a little bit of the detail, but it's totally fine. But there is our bunny. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is do this. And bring this up because I don't want it to fall. Okay, I'm gonna clean this in here. Yay, but that's cute. Isn't he cute? Okay, and we're gonna see the other side. Move bunny under words, so. No, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. But you can put your bunny at the bottom if you want. You do it the way you want it. This is the way I want it. Let's see, I like that gray. Okay, perfect. Okay. Hey there, Missy. Okay, where did I do with my... I got searching for the 40th time, so I might be in and out of... What do you mean you got Spectrum for the 40th time? I have Spectrum also, so it's not my favorite, but that's what we got. It's my only option. I'm glad you love it, Lena. Thank you. Okay, now the key is you want to make sure your transfer is very dry. It really doesn't matter if I fuzz the back. I don't really want to, but I just want it to be very dry. And then we're going to work on the bunny going the other way. Pick your own 100% organic, farm fresh. It doesn't say farm fresh bunnies, it just says farm fresh, and the bunnies are looking up at the carrots. I don't know. Like I said, you do you. I like the way this goes. So we're gonna do a bunny on either side. Now the only trick is once you're holding it, you're not gonna be able to lift your finger if you're gonna hold the sticky side, okay? So I'm gonna have to hold it and then just pull down. So it's a little trickier, but not impossible. Yeah, that's what I was saying. We were going to do one on each side. But that's okay. I'm going to just see what my spacing was with this. That's what I thought. Okay, so I'm going to put it so this, look at it one more time. Oh, so it's up above the dot. I try to make this so this is similar. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be similar. I'm going to put my transfer so the little square is just above the dot, and I'm going to hold it with 2 fingers like that. Hi, Melinda. And I'm going to get a bunch of ink on my squeegee here. Hopefully only on one side. Okay, and I'm going to work at the top and just pull straight down. And once that ink is in the transfer, it should stay, but I'm not saying, don't let go. It should stay once you get it started. And I recommend just going in one direction, okay? It's a little tricky because I don't want to get that flower. Okay, just press like you would normally. And like I said, we might lose a little bit of the detail, but it's still going to be cute. So then when you start to lift, you're lifting. Because my finger's stuck to it, right? Let's see if I can do this right here. Usually I don't like to lay it back down, but... Hey, it turned out pretty good. Pretty close. I'll show you nice and close in just a second. Again, clean it the same way. I'm going to put it down here. You're going to clean both sides just like you would normally. Hit that heart button for me, guys. That turned out pretty good. Now, see, I did it in the jar because I had a little bit left. And now I have a jar of gray. So I love that. Where did you say you live at now and you're all expecting any snow this week? Kim, I live in North Texas in the McKinney area, which is about 40 minutes north of Dallas. And we are supposed to get, I don't know, they're not doing a good job of scaring the schools yet. They said we're supposed to get some kind of something. Freezing rain or something on Wednesday. You guys love this? Thank you guys. I'm glad you like it. Okay, let's dry this and then I'll show you how to heat set it. I don't want to flip it around to you until I get it dry. Now see, it's a lot easier to get it dry when you take it off the ink mat because the air can flow through it. Thank you, everybody. I love the bunnies are cute. Chalked my phone stand and I love it. Thanks for the inspiration earlier. You're welcome. I'm glad you love it. I'm glad. These bunnies are so cute. Can you imagine this on my Easter table? This is making me joyful. You guys, I only have 4 minutes. I'm going to tell you how to heat set this. Thanks for all the hearts. You guys are amazing. Let's see, is that dry? I'll show you quick, but I don't have my, I'm using my thing I usually put underneath my cloth as my transfer cleaner. So what you want to do to heat set your project, I'm going to just do this and this. Okay, so what you want to do is get some parchment paper. Make sure this is completely dry. We're going to do the top. Okay, then I put my iron on the hottest setting that the fabric will allow with no steam whatsoever. And then I just iron it. The official directions are 3 to 4 minutes on both sides. I do one side and I probably don't do it that long, is how I do it. Okay, this is how you do it. Can you pass along what I want them to keep the phone stand as a permanent surface? Lena, I certainly can, and a lot of people have been doing the same. So I think they've gotten the message. But I will be happy to pass that along for you. Thank you, Cheryl. So this is how you heat set it. Now what I do is I heat set it for a little bit. Once it feels like it's part of the fabric, I stop. Okay, so even the top is ready. You can tell the difference. It feels a little raised at the bottom. That's how I do it. Oh, thank you, Donna. All right, guys, not bad for a $5 Target table runner, huh? What do you think? All right, thanks for hanging out with me. I do appreciate you guys. You know that so much. Type the word carrot, check your messages, and I can't wait to put this on my table. Yay. All right, have a great night, everybody. Bye.